Happy 50th Earth Day, everyone! I'm Chelsea Howard, and I'm here with the Allen County Public Library to share with you how to create your very own reused t-shirt bag, and to also talk to you about some different ways that I try to be a little more earth-friendly so that you can implement those things in your life. And maybe you can also share with me different ways that you are being environmentally friendly in your daily life. So I also just want to tell you a little bit about Earth Day. So it is our 50th Earth Day. It was started here in the United States in 1970 as a way to bring environmental issues to the forefront of our society. So that's a lot has changed in 50 years, but I'm going to just tell you a little bit about what I do to be a little more, show Mother Earth some love, and maybe you can do those things, and maybe you can teach me some things that you do in the comments. So one thing that I do in the three R's of sustainability are, of course, reduce, reuse, recycle. So we hear a lot about recycling, but recycling isn't always an option, because in Allen County we're finding out that it's hard to recycle plastic. We don't have a organization or company that'll take our plastic recycling. So the best thing that we can do as individuals is just to try our best to eliminate that waste in our life. So here's some things that I do. I have reusable straws that I just wash out every time that I use, and when I go out to McDonald's or Sonic or whatever, I just say, "No straw please," and I use my own. Or if I'm thirsty for water, instead of buying bottled water, I have my own reusable water bottle here. A recent thing I've discovered is no plastic shampoo and conditioner. So this is the brand that I use, but there's all kinds out there. I really have been pleasantly surprised with these. Those are really nice things to have. In my laundry, I use wool balls. These are just wool yarn that I've wrapped up into a ball. It's felted, and when I put it in the dryer, it eliminates the need for what are those things called? Dryer sheets. I don't need dryer sheets, and it dries your clothes faster. And now that we're in isolation and we're home all the time, a thing I've started doing is growing my own plants. So this is a little pepper plant that I'm probably going to be putting in the ground later today. This is good for the environment because you're not having to have someone transport fruit or vegetable from the farm all the way to the grocery store for you to pick it up. It's right in your backyard. So those are all options you can do. And if you know other things, please put them in the comments below so that we can educate each other and learn different things about how to be more environmentally friendly. But now that that's out of the way, I want to share with you how to make this t-shirt bag. Let me see if I can put my arms through it. It's very easy if you're out there at home cleaning out your closets and your drawers, and you have all kinds of t-shirts that you don't really wear anymore, or that are too small or too big. This is a perfect solution that you don't waste. You're recycling, and you're not having to buy your own reusable grocery bags. You're going to take something that you already have and repurpose it, and that is the perfect thing, perfect craft for the day, perfect thing for Earth Day to do. So what you'll need is an old t-shirt, and I have one right here. It's a conservation t-shirt, which is perfect for today. You'll need some scissors, and optional if you want to be a little more precise, you'll need a marker and a little ruler, but those are optional. You can probably get by with just the scissors and your t-shirt. Okay, so as you can see, I have turned my shirt inside out, and what you're gonna do with your scissors is you're gonna cut right along the armhole, and then on both sides, and you're going to just create the hole here around the neck. So this is where you can choose how you want to make your hole for your bag. So you want to make sure that your band here is wide enough so that it's not going to like rip throughout your use. So I use maybe 2 or 3 inches here, and you'll cut right around along the neck and back up. You can make it deeper if you want, that's just your choice, but that's what you'll do there. Okay, so as you can see, I've cut the arms out of the shirt on both sides and made a little scoop here for the handles. And these aren't going to be perfect. They're kind of jagged and they're kind of not probably even on both sides, but that's okay. We're not looking for perfection with this project. But once you get that done, you're going to come down to the bottom, and I've measured off about between 2.5 and 3 inches here at the end. And you don't have to do this. This is just an option if you have a ruler, so that you can get an even line on the end of your bag. So I've measured that off with my ruler and my pen. And then you are going to cut up the sides of your shirt to the line on both sides. Cut up the sides, and then you're going to cut strips that are about 1 inch or 3/4 of an inch wide all across the bottom, and that'll make your fringe. So as you can see, I've got all of my fringe cut into little strips, and they're not all even, but that's perfectly fine. What you're going to do now is you're going to take one section of the strips and you're going to tie it, as you can see that I've done right here. Just a simple little tie, nothing fancy, and you're going to do that to all of your fringe all the way down. All right, so as you can see, I've gone ahead and I've tied all of my fringe off, but this might be a little too insecure for if you're going to put a lot of groceries in here or something. So if you want, you can go back and tie a second row. So to do that, you're going to take, I've done it to this first two, which you might can see. You're going to take the end of one knot and tie it to the end of the next knot together. So that's going to secure your knots together in a way that they're less likely to come unraveled, and they're going to be more supportive for whatever you carry in your bag. So you'll just do that all the way across one more time. All right, so I've gone back through and I've done my second tie and all the way across. One thing you might note is at the end of each side, you're gonna have one little strip that didn't get tied to anything, and that's okay, because when you go through and you take one side of one knot and tie it to the other, the first one and the last one is not going to tie to anything, but that's okay. So just be sure that you've tied your second knot all the way through, and that's all there is to it. That's the end of your bag. So just a little note for your own design choice. You can either leave it like this when you are tying your knots off, or if you want your knots to show, you can do your shirt right side out. This is inside out, so these knots aren't going to show on my bag. But if you were wanting to be a little, show your little creative side, you could leave it right side out, and this would be showing on the outside of your bag. Okay, so that's all there is to it. Here is your bag all finished, ready to go to the farmer's market or the grocery store or the mall or wherever you want to take it. I just want to show you real quick. This is what the bottom of your bag will look like. It kind of looks like a little braid, but that's going to be really good and secure for whatever you put in your bag. Just want note, if you're going to use a larger t-shirt, this is a small t-shirt. If you were going to use a larger t-shirt, you might want to cut off part of the bottom of your fringe so that it's not so large and it doesn't weigh on your handlebar or your handles here. So that's just up to you, and that's a little bit of trial and error that you can test out for yourself. But thank you for joining me today. Thank you for celebrating Earth Day with me today. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel here and like this, comment, let us know what you're doing for Earth Day, showing the earth a little love. And we will hopefully see you soon. If not, just keep looking on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and we will see you soon. Bye.